All right, so what does it take to grow a business in 2024? Some people will say that the offer is the most important thing or the sales process needs to be nailed, but often the simplest way to increase the number of sales you are making is to generate more leads. Your offer or your sales process doesn't matter if you're only getting 5 booked calls per month. The number of people that you close will be limited by the number of leads that you have. Lead generation, therefore, is the most important aspect of your business to get right. That's why in this video, I'm gonna be revealing to you the best lead generation strategy of 2024. This is the exact process that we have used to help generate multiple 7 figures for our creative agency and predictably generate leads for numerous creative agencies that we work with. And you can literally steal this same strategy and apply it to your business today. By the way, this will work for agencies of all sizes, whether you're just starting out or maybe you're doing $100,000 a month and literally anywhere in between. All right, so the strategy is really broken into 2 parts. And I believe that if we marry these 2 parts together, we will not only have predictability when it comes to lead generation, but we will have sustainability when it comes to lead generation. So the first piece of pie to our lead generation strategy is the authority funnel. So the authority funnel is something that we've been running for a while. We've had other creative agencies been running for a while, and it's producing massive results. Not only is it producing massive results when it comes to a lead generation strategy, but it's also building the brand, building awareness, which creates sustainability and a long-term growth and long-term trajectory and long-term opportunities for agencies, where a lot of these bottom of the funnel lead generation stuff, you kind of just get the lead and then they buy or die. This is an opportunity to not only build your authority as a creative agency owner, showing your work, showing how you're helping people, but also set yourself up for a win at the end of the day and the long term for your agency. Authority funnel is broken into 7 different pieces that we're gonna walk through. First things first is being content. When you think of Microsoft, when you think of Comcast, when you think of Google, when you think of Lululemon, what do you think about? You probably think about something, like an image came in your head. When people think about your brand, when people think about you, what do they think about? Well, they think about something. And the reality is that we have the ability to control it. And we have the ability to create the perceptions in other people's minds. And we can do that through creating content. Because if we're a creative agency and if we're doing creative, there's no excuse for us not to consistently be creating content. Content is pillar number 1. We need to be educating our consumers. We need to be positioning ourselves as an authority to scale trust. Because if people don't know you, then they're not gonna be able to trust you and they probably won't do business with you. So what do we even post about? That's a question that we get asked all the time. You can literally screenshot this and start using this for 20 pieces of content that you can share on your social. And it's a Monday through Friday schedule, everything from educating your clients to using a lead magnet to doing stuff that's a little bit more personable for your business. First part of the authority funnel is we need to be posting content. We need to be active on social media to start building trust, because when you start to reach out to people who are cold, they're going to go on your social media. Second part of the authority funnel is to create a follow ad. The basis behind a follow ad is we want to drive traffic to our page, speaking to a certain audience. This not only is going to get people into your Instagram, onto your social media page, but they're going to be able to follow you and they're going to see all of the content that you're going to be posting, which is going to grow the trust with them, which is going to make buying that much easier or referring you to a friend that much easier. What is an authority funnel and how do we do it? Authority funnel is essentially a video of you reading this script word for word. If you are a niche and you want to desired outcome, but you're struggling to pain point, go ahead and give me a follow here on Instagram where I show niches just like you, how you can achieve desired outcome without pain points. So if that sounds like you, go ahead and give me a follow here on Instagram. Now what you're doing is you're speaking to your ideal customer avatar, you're empathizing with them to their pain points, and you're driving to your page, getting them in your database. Extremely valuable. This is an opportunity maybe now or later down the road that you can sell to them, but not only building your audience, but giving you an immediate opportunity. We're getting up to 50 targeted followers every single day using this same strategy. In real time, what it could look like if, let's just say you're working with real estate professionals. If you're a real estate professional and you want to become the most known agent in your area and get leads from social media, but you're struggling to post consistently, causing you to miss out on thousands of impressions each month, you're struggling to create quality content that attracts your ideal client, or you're struggling to convert traffic from your social media to an actual buyer or seller, go ahead and give me a follow here on Instagram and check out my content where I show real estate professionals just like you how you can turn your Instagram page into a funnel for new clients without needing to rely on word of mouth and referrals or spending thousands on ads. So if that sounds like you, go ahead and give me a follow. Pretty simple. So we put some budget to that. We start getting some real estate agents following us, and then that starts to build our audience, and then we'll be able to convert them. What does this look like in action? So for example, this is one of our clients. He was able to post a video targeting Central California business owners, and he, within his first week, got 10 booked calls, literally just from having a small amount of ad spend, driving traffic back to his Instagram page and opting into that. When I say content, like if you go on my page, I've posted over 1,400 times as an agency owner, and this has generated millions of dollars of revenue as an agency owner just by simply posting content. So if you're not convinced, use this as an example. Also, our client Steven is a great example of posting consistently on content. He consistently generates revenue organically just by posting content. Next thing that we want to do is a carousel ad. So it's a long form call to action ad. This is educating, showing your authority even more, getting people bought into your process a little bit more and allowing them to see it. Carousel ad, for example, one funnel equals 10 new clients for realtors. Basically, it's a 9 to 10 page carousel educating clients on why they need to not keep doing what they're doing and how they can overcome the pain points and achieve the desired outcome through a carousel, with a call to action at the end, which says, DM me the word blank if you're interested in learning more. Another example of the carousel is Andrew again, one social funnel, 10 new clients. Not going to walk through this word for word, but again, he got 10 calls. After we have the carousel ad posted, we boosted it on Instagram. Basically what we're doing is we're having a very wide target audience when we're posting these, whether that's geolocation or an interest that gives us over 2 million people that we can reach out to. Then we need to move on to the next part of doing this. What we need to do is set up retargeting ads. Retargeting ads are basically ads that people will see if they've visited your profile, if they've watched an ad video, if they messaged you, if they've become a follower within a specific time frame. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that the people that are coming into our ecosystem are also understanding what we're doing, and we're hitting them with retargeting ads with strong call to actions. For example, if I'm going with the realtor example, I'm going to put a retargeting ad that says realtors at $500,000 plus in GCI. If you want one-to-one help in scaling your social pain point, DM me the word video. They followed you from the follow ad, top of funnel. You're getting them down now to the bottom of the funnel with the retargeting ads. Same thing. I'm looking for 5 realtors that I can do all your social media for. You can also add in your lead magnet. You can just do a DM book to call. This is where you can have a lot of fun with just different call to actions to spring up a lot of interest in what you have to offer. Once we have the retargeting ads, once we have the followers that are opting in, now all we need to do is simply open up our Instagram, start having a conversation, and set them into a phone call. We need to do what's called appointment setting through Instagram DMs. So guys, this is extremely simple and almost too easy to do. How this looks from an appointment setting perspective is a few things. Number one is speed. Speed is the most important thing when it comes to appointment setting. Number two is having a strong opener. Hey, thanks for giving us a follow. Are you also in real estate trying to grow your business? Then what we want to do is we want to understand the current situation, and we want to figure out what the gap is. What's the gap from where they are to where we can help get them to? Then we want to make sure they're aware of the problem while they're not there. Maybe send them some value. Maybe it's your lead magnet if they didn't opt in for it. Maybe it's a YouTube video that you made, whatever it could be. We want to financially qualify them if they're just got their real estate license, or if they're just getting going in business and they haven't sold anything. Probably not a fit. This is where we can kind of qualify and protect your calendar a little bit. Then if they are qualified, we sell them on a call, what we're going to cover on the call, set the appointment, create the urgency. We book it ASAP, like this week or within the day, to get them on the call while we have the momentum. Then we send them pre-call homework. So we'll send like a VSL or a video to watch to kind of pre-sell them before the call, which we have a full framework on the VSL and how we actually get them pre-sold before we get them on a call, which makes the call extremely easy at the end of the day, and making sure that they're actually watching the video before we jump on a call. Because if they're not watching the video, then you have to explain like what social media is, the value of video, which is just a complete waste of your time when you could just have a video do the pre-sell for you. And then we have the automatic call reminders that are going out. So this is the setting framework that you can use to set the 20, 30, 40, 50 people that are opting in every single day through the follower ads and through the opt-ins. Next up is we just close. Now that we've set them up on a call, now it's up to you to then close the appointment, which is a whole process in itself. The authority funnel works great. It's wonders for bringing people from top of funnel to middle of funnel to the bottom of funnel, especially when you are a creative agency and you are very visual and you have a lot of content to share, and it's important to build trust with a lot of people. The authority funnel is going to kill it. But what's going to kill it even more is if you can couple the authority funnel with outbound email. And outbound email is a massive opportunity. Even Alex Hormozi in his book, $100 Million Lead, said that 50% of his business comes from outbound. And this is something you don't really hear about because you see his ads, you see his YouTube videos, and you're like, oh, he's getting all his business from brand. But no, it's coming from outbound. It's coming from numbers. It's coming from reaching out to a high volume of people. And I personally love outbound because I can control who I'm reaching out to. I can scale it extremely high, and there's really no cap, and it's completely automated. If we can couple this with building a strong brand, this is the winning strategy. Outbound email, what do we need to do? And what does it even look like? Basically, what we need to do is we need to get a list of contacts. We need to have personalized copy for the contacts that we're going to be sending them emails to. We get a positive reply. We're going to send them value. We're going to book a call, and then we're going to close them. If we get a negative reply, then we just kind of filter them into a new campaign. So there's a few steps that we need to do in order to set up our outbound email in order for it to be super effective. First step is list building. When I say list building, that means you need to build a list of contacts, which again is why I love cold email, because I know that I can build a list of top realtors. I know I can build a list of the top 100 companies. I can get a whole list of my whole niche literally in an Excel sheet that I can reach out to, which I know is my ideal target audience. There's really 3 ways to get lists. The first way is we can buy a list. So if I just type in like buy a list of emails, dentists, there's a lot of different brokerages out here that I can just simply buy a list of dentists' email if dentist is in fact my niche. You can use a brokerage to purchase a list, make sure that they're legit, make sure you pre-qualify them, get some sample tests beforehand, but this is an easy way to quickly get a list. Second way is you can use software to build a list. So there's so many different softwares out there that can help you build a list, everything from Instantly Lead Finder to Apollo to Lead Carrot. I could go on. But for this example, I'm just going to show you Instantly's Lead Finder just so you can get a visual of what it looks like. If I go here, let's just say my contact, I want to work with coaches and consultants, professional training and coaching, United States, and I want people management level, C-level. Using software, I literally just pulled a list of 26,370 professional trainers and coaches in the United States that are C-level without really needing to do much. Software is a great way to do it. Again, test out a few different ones, see what makes the most sense for you. The thing I like about software is that it gives you a lot of really good information on them, which you can then use. And the third way to get a list is to simply just hire a VA to build a list. If I go to just upwork.com and I just type in list builder, there's a lot of different people out here that would happily build a list for $4 an hour based off of the niche that you give them. And this is really good if you're targeting people in directories or maybe events, or maybe you have like a database that you want to pull from. Basically what they'll do is they'll use a tool, Apollo, or they'll find their information on their LinkedIn and then add it to the spreadsheet individually to make sure that that information is in fact accurate. I like using all 3. It really just depends on the use case of the list and then your niche. After you have the list, the next thing that we want to do is we want to set up our outbound emails. What we don't want to do is we want to link up our emails to Instantly and then start sending 1,000 emails a day through Instantly using my personal email, because what that's going to do is going to burn your domain and you're not going to be sending any emails and you're going to land in junk. So what we need to do is we need to buy domains so that we can set up fake emails and we can set up fake domains that are linked up into the cold email tool to make sure that we can start to build trust with the domain and then effectively send about 50 emails per domain. So what we want to do is we want to buy 10 domains in GoDaddy. And then after we buy the 10 domains, we need to buy 3 emails per domain in Google Workspace, which is pretty simple to do. So that will give us a total of 30 emails, 10 domains, 3 emails per domain, 30 emails total. Our company is Agency U. So I'll do like goagencyu.co, coachingwithagencyu.co, a bunch of different variations. Once we have 30 emails and we set them up within the Google Workspace, we now have the ability to send 1,500 emails every single day, which is a good amount of emails that we can be consistently reaching out to our niches and to our prospects to convert that contact into a lead. Once we have the emails, what we need to do is we need to go into Instantly and we just need to go to email accounts, add new, and we can quickly add them through Google. We can use like a bulk importer, which I typically do, and add all of the emails, and then it'll start warming them up and start sending emails back and forth to show that, hey, this is a trusted email provider and I'm actually sending emails, I'm actually receiving emails. So when I email out, don't put me in spam. Instantly will do that for you and give it about 2 weeks to be fully set up. Next, we need to write the email copy. Email copy that we've done that's been most effective is personalized and leading with value. Our subject line is always something like hi first name. We want to make it not seem like a cold email. We're not selling anything in the subject line. We're simply making it seem like a coworker could send their email. We're piquing their interest, and this gets them to in fact open it. This is their first impression. Do not try to sell in the subject line. Then in the actual copy, when we open it, we need to make sure that we have a personalized line and we're actually having good copy that's going to provoke a response. And a response isn't going to be provoked if you are trying to get them on a call for the first time or you're just trying to sell them really hard in the email. What's going to provoke a response is leading with value. If you're cold emailing somebody, they don't know you, they don't trust you. Why would they even respond to you and agree to book on a call if they have no idea who you are? How do we get them from I have no idea who you are to I somewhat trust you? Okay, we add value value to them. We send them value. So I'm going to use the example of the coaches and consultants that we pulled from Instantly Lead Finder, just so we can kind of use this as an example. What I would type from like a cold email perspective is, hi, first name, love what you're doing at company name, came across your LinkedIn, saw some opportunity to help you build authority as a coach, which is the niche, and attract more consulting clients, which is what they want. We created a social playbook for coaches that helps them generate 5 inbound referral leads per week without having to cold call, which is what they don't want to do. Send another email or wait for a referral. Could I shoot you over the doc that shows you how to do it in your biz? P.S. We just helped John land a $100,000 deal using the same system. The reason this works is because it seems like a personal email. It seems like I'm not trying to blast them and send them a long-winded email with my offer, how we can help them, how we can help them get them from A to Z. It's quickly showing them that we understand what they want, which is to attract more consulting clients. And then we're just adding value. We just created a social playbook that should help you generate 5 new referral leads per week without having to do things that they hate to do. Could I shoot you over a doc that shows you how you can just do the same thing? What we're doing is we're trying to turn this contact into a lead. A list of leads is not a lead. Somebody who raises their hand, somebody who opts in, that's when they become a lead. So our goal as marketers is to convert contacts into leads. And this is an effective way to do it. After we're sending, let's call it 1,500 emails a day or however many we are, we're going to start to get positive replies. How do we convert the positive replies into an actual book call? Hi, John, here's the link to the doc. Curious to know, would you be open to a 15-minute call to discuss how we can help company name with solving the pain points? That's how we can kind of ease their way into it. We have a really good follow-up protocol, which we can do inside of Instantly. If somebody does reply, we can simply move them from interested and then simply use Instantly CRM to follow up with people and see how they are, in fact, panning out and if it's actually turning into a deal. So following up, generally curious to know, what you think of the lead magnet? Reason I asked was we noticed coaches struggle with things that you hate to do, using our unique mechanism to help you achieve desired results. Taking our contacts, turning them into leads, and our attention goes to turning those leads into actual booked appointments. So now that our attention is on these positive replies, we need to follow up in more ways, in more times. More ways. Hit them on LinkedIn, find them on Instagram, find them on Facebook, call them. Don't just follow up one time and assume that they're going to respond to you. You need to follow up multiple times, send them value, send them more resources, stay on their radar and get them from a lead to a call. So really the breakdown of this and what I've seen after sending millions of emails, generated over 4,000 calls literally from cold email, is if I send 30,000 emails every single month, I should expect about an 80% open rate. From the 80% open rate, I should get about 3% replying. From the replies, I should have about 25% of the replies being positive conservatively, and 30% of the positive replies, let's just say, turn into a booked appointment. And then 20% of the booked appointments, maybe that's my closing rate, 20% equals a deal. That's potentially 11 closed deals every single month by sending 30,000 emails every single month. And of course, this depends on your niche, your offer, your guarantee, your copy, all that stuff, making sure that everything is set up properly so that this actually works for you. But this is a pretty conservative amount that would work really well. This is the match made in heaven, the authority funnel, the outbound funnel. Because what's going to happen when somebody books a call from outbound and they go on your social in your private, you still have your college photo on your headshot. Why would they trust you? By creating content and educating people, now you have something to point them to that's only going to scale trust. So if we book an appointment with somebody from outbound, they're going to do their research. 80% of people do research before they decide to purchase with someone, and they are definitely going to hit up social media when it comes to that. If these two are coupled together, this will by far be the best lead generation strategy of 2024. It is what we are teaching all of our students, all of the members of Agency U, and we are seeing massive results. That's the exact step-by-step process that you can use to book sales calls every single month for your creative agency to turn new leads into clients. And you can absolutely take this blueprint and start landing clients left and right. We're probably going to run into some roadblocks, such as making sure your emails are set up, making sure everything is warmed up properly, making sure the copy is good, making sure the content that you're posting is good, making sure the ads are set up properly. Frankly, the sheer volume and complexity of these two coupled together could make anybody want to give up. Even if you have this figured out, you still need to set them all up. You need to have a dialed in sales process. You need to ensure your offer is even something that clients want, which is another can of worms. And it's something that I just couldn't cover in this video alone. So if you do run a creative agency doing less than $20,000 a month and you want to get to $50,000 to $100,000 a month by removing yourself from the business, click the link in the description. I might have something for you there. Also, go ahead and click on this video right here if you want to learn how to scale a creative agency from wherever you're at now, even if it's from zero, all the way up to $100,000 a month. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you are a creative agency, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.